Di man to ibitulay ang mga eskwelahan. Sila rahabo anak niya, ang mga maestra na yung mga mga estudyante. Kaya na magkariton. Dati, nguli na marunong uban maestra, nguli na akong gingnan. Sa ugmala na anak.
Kausarat mo to dira.
Usarat ko pa dira. Na ako lang muuwan ba?
Here we're down at one of the, what I call a grassroots port. They're actually in the process of building this up now, and it will become quite a thriving port. It already is thriving, but as you can see, it's still very basic. They're going to be doing the road. You can see how they've dumped all of that, what they call base coat, and they'll have the grader in, and they'll have the roller in behind it, and they'll flatten all of this out, and this will become quite a big area, I think. Right now, as the opening shot you saw, this is where lots and lots of school kids from the other islands who come into this, into Bohol, and they have their schooling here, and then every night they come about this time, and as you can see there, maybe I can zoom in for you, and you can see that they've got, they get the small pump boats back out home. So they're waiting until that boat fills up, and then they'll be taken out to those islands. It all looks like one island end out there, but actually as soon as you start heading out there, it soon separates. You can see that skyline. It all looks in one chunk, but it's actually not. And over there where I'm pointing now, there's a road on the other side of that building, on the other side of all of those buildings, which travels along the edge of the island there, and that's where the blind man Barno lives. And that tiny little boat there, that tiny boat is collecting seaweed. And now that boat is with the students on it, all the school kids. He started his engine, the motor unsilenced, and that will be quite a noisy ride, and he'll take them back home. There's another boat there coming back for another load. Now all of our stuff, all of our materials, that may well be our materials there that have been delivered by the other hardware store that we use, and we use another hardware store for doing some of this, because they're able to bag it for us, and then they'll deliver, and they're very good on deliver because they don't do quite the volume of business that our friend Edgar does. Edgar can't guarantee the delivery like that smaller company can. The thing about going onto these pump boats is that the weather can turn. It can turn so quickly. If you look at the sky over there, look, beautiful. Look at that, roughly white clouds, blue sky. But the low-lying cloud here all can turn to rain, and that sea can quickly get nasty. When we came back from one of the other islands, it got quite scary. That's when we started talking about buying our own life vests. Haven't done that yet, but that's the intention, to buy life vests for Beth and I, and normally we'll only take 2 kids with us. That will be probably BB and Talik, but sometimes we do take the other kids with us, so it might be as much as 4 children. So we're thinking that for the investment it might be a good idea. You can see there's some more school kids coming in, and there's that ferry boat leaving now. One in, one out, and even the one coming in is full of people. So look, see the one moving in, moving left to right, and the other one from right to left. He'll be opening out into the sea.
Ang pambot dito mo ay ilang kuan kasabot.
Ano rin sila pambot ng gugol na yun?
Dili wa kanang na masahiro ra pod.
What's happening, Beth?
We're waiting for the
For the next part of the delivery?
yeah.
Okay.
Because they cannot deliver now because it's low tide.
Right.
You know, so because it needs to be nearer rather than we walk all the way, right?
Sure.
Because the one who will go there is the some students. They will do the cart, post the cart.
Right.
You know,
So
so
when
it
it gets over to the island,
Yeah.
the principal will get some
Yeah, because
help
what we
organized
did,
on
we
that.
pay 10 pesos for the one who carry the cement, the cement and the
Gravel.
gravel and sand to the what do you call that, to the boat. From the boat, they're gonna get it out. After that, it's the student that will do the push.
Right, and they have a cart there, don't they, if I remember rightly?
Yeah, they have. So I told them that the cement will just put here and then covered it.
And they'll cover it with some of the scrap
if
stuff.
nobody will get it. They said so far no one.
No, I don't think so.
So
Okay, well I think we're probably done here, aren't we, Beth? Or are you planning on waiting?
Yeah, just to
Okay.
make sure. Because they're going to close the gate by
Oh,
5.
they close the gate at 5? I'm going to turn around now. Is that one of the guys there? So what we did was at Edgar's up in Talabong, we got 2 tricycles. One tricycle will bring the cement, and the other tricycle will bring the rebar. But we're getting close, like you heard Beth say, we're getting close to the point of closing the gate. So this is quite a crucial time. See, so it's not just people going out and going home to the island. It's people who have been working on the other island, and I'm thinking that that lady clutching on the back there with her husband is a school teacher, and maybe that lady too, the one that said hello.
Yeah.
So they go out to the island and do their job teaching, and then
Yeah.
come back home to Bohol. So now there's a good example of how the tricycle is an absolutely irreplaceable part of life here on Bohol. I mean, they've obviously been responsible for delivering all of that block. See now, like I was saying before, how the weather can change so quickly. We're looking at the same area there where it was blue sky, and now the clouds are receding and they're going off.
The man there, the one who do the boat, he said that this is also for the school. Remember, it's like the symbol, right? It's a classroom, right?
That's a classroom.
Yeah, remember?
Yes,
It's going to a symbol,
that's good.
right? But I said to the driver that boat, I said, why is it they're not getting it? He said they're waiting for the ocean,
They're
the water.
They're waiting for the ocean. That's a way of putting it. Everything comes to he who waits. See, now I don't know what that lady there is doing, but she came up and, sorry, excuse my shaky camera work, but she came up, she had 2 bags, and she crouched down, and I think maybe she is collecting malunggay. Beth, is that malunggay that she is doing there?
No, it's
It's a, what?
it's remember the thorn? It's not a malunggay, it's the same leaves, but it's a wild. Remember when we go
But that's what she's collecting. In other words,
I think she's just sitting there and have a moment.
she's sitting there and having a moment.
Yeah. She's not picking up. She's just sitting there and just wait for the, wait something. You got me?
So that looks like some other island workers
Their teacher.
or teachers. Yes. Oh, that's a man. I was thinking that was a lady. And those guys are off now for another load, I would think. Small load. But now there's other people now. Other people coming in on a boat, or they're working well, it could be taking building materials out to the island. Out to the island, on the island that the school is being built or helped along, they don't have any supply of sand or gravel. And these 2 gentlemen here on the bikes, you can see 3 motorcycles there, two riders waiting, and they will, for a fee, they are bike taxis, and that's a way that they can come along at this time and earn some money. Right over there and around that point.
And just off because it takes longer. Just off the car, and I'll get some crabs.
And you'll get some crabs.
Yeah, and we'll do a video.
So what are these guys doing now? They're waiting.
They're waiting for that delivery.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to wait because they don't have phone for me to follow up.
Okay.
Just to make sure. Yeah, it will be easy if we have the blue truck, but so far. No,
Yeah, well,
not yet.
yeah. Now you can see that it is actually low tide. That boat over there. These are very shallow draft, these boats now. All these pump boats. And the man was standing in the water and it was barely up to his waist. The man in the yellow t-shirt, look. So they can come in very close. See now, just in the time that we've been stood here, the sky is clearing, and it's actually turning out into a beautiful evening. So the man there was actually eating those leaves.
Really?
I thought that you were going to tell me.
I don't think so.
I think he was.
Are
He
you
was
sure?
picking the leaves off. These look.
Yeah, it looks like sambag, tamarind, but it's not.
So now this is, if you look, that is a really mean looking spike there.
I remember
oh boy.
we have an argument of Terence because of this. And I said to Terence, it's because you're hard-headed. You're not listening your wife. You always wanted to be followed yours, right?
Yeah, we're listening to some mirror imaging here.
I think that it's just been a little bit the tricycle, you know? It's been so long.
Maybe he doesn't know where this place is.
I said Bagakay Port. You know, Bagakay Port. This is Bagakay Port.
Honey, if there was no difference in making that trip in a Raptor to making it on a tricycle loaded down with 30 bags of cement, I'd be very disappointed. Yes?
Yeah. It's been... Remember we stopped by at the fish area and then until now they still didn't come? That's all. But it's beautiful there.
Yes, isn't it?
Oh. Talibon gikan.
What?
No, I said from Talibon. I didn't know the tricycle, you know, I just picked up tricycle. I just hope they're coming.
You paid him.
Yeah, I paid.
Well, he has all the materials as
I
well.
got all the materials and I paid. It's my fault. But I believe they come, right?
Of course he will.
Double hand twist. Can you off and I'll get some crabs here.